Welcome back. 25 years later, one of America's biggest mysteries unsolved. All of this time has passed, but now we may be closer to some answers. Police in Colorado say they've been working closely with investigators on new DNA technology in a case that so many have been fascinated by. It is a tragedy, JonBenet Ramsey's death. Paula Woodward was one of the nation's top investigative journalists at the time. She's also an author with a new book called Unsolved, the JonBenet Ramsey Murder, 25 years later, and she is joining us live tonight. Paula, we appreciate you coming on. We just ran a story talking about the announcement from police, this DNA sequencing that they're looking into, more specifically investigating genetic genealogy. What does this mean to you?
I think the biggest question I have is, are they going to schedule something? This familial genealogy DNA became widely used in 2016. So they've had 5 years in which to test the remaining DNA. They have the only sample of DNA left. It's small enough that it will only stand up to one test. So why haven't they tested it? Are they going to test it? Are they stalling? Are they sitting on evidence? That's kind of what's been going on with Boulder police for 25 years.
And what is your theory as to the why now?
I can't figure it out. I don't know. I don't know if it's that they don't want to solve it or what. If the DNA isn't any good, let's go ahead and run it, see if it does match up to somebody. And if not, then go back and look at people from the very beginning. And there were a lot with very difficult backgrounds that they need to look at again if the DNA isn't any good. But for heaven's sakes, run the DNA. You've had 5 years. Please do it. And contact the FBI. You need experts.
Take us back to the early stages of this investigation. Some of the criticism that investigators received in the way they were handling it. What stood out to you at the time that may have been missed?
They weren't trained investigators. None of them had any homicide experience. There was no homicide department. When the first responders searched the home, and it is a mansion, but when they searched the home, they did not find JonBenet's body, which is just horrific. Her father found it 6 hours later. Her body was in plain sight behind a door in the basement. It was an unlocked door. All you had to do was open the door. That door was never opened. They then leaked erroneous information to the media. They leaked lies. Who knows why they did it, but they had decided that the Ramseys were guilty and they wanted to set out to prove it. When the Ramseys were exonerated in 2008 by a new DNA because of another DNA test that matched the first two tests, they wouldn't accept it. And in the ensuing years, they will privately say, hey, the case is closed. Patsy Ramsey did it. Well, where's your proof? And don't be so unfair. Your job is to try to find the killer. If you've got proof, make an arrest. If you don't have proof, check out others.
Did the Ramseys ever express to you, what happened that day in terms of they knew she was missing, they looked everywhere. How did they not stumble upon her body in the basement?
They were told as soon as the first responder arrived, they were told within a few minutes, they were told to stay in the kitchen area. And that's what they did all morning. They also invited or called their friends and asked their friends to come and help them. So there were 18 people in this crime scene helping the Ramseys, puttering around the house, cleaning up, and there was only one detective there to try to control the whole situation. So it was just a total mess. Who knows how much evidence was missed? But that's why the Ramseys didn't do anything, was because they were told to stay in place. 6 hours after her, they got the ransom note and they had woken up, that one detective said to John Ramsey, hey, why don't you go search the house? He went to the basement with a friend, found her body.
And none of it adds up. I'm almost out of time, Paula, but I wonder, is the family responding to this latest announcement from police? Where do they stand all these years later? I know Patsy passed away several years ago.
She did. John Ramsey said this is the first that he'd heard that they are doing anything. And then he said, well, what is it that they're doing? Are they actually doing a test? That's what needs to be done.
Still unsolved, but somebody knows something. All right, Paula Woodward, we appreciate you coming on tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.